It's for real. Hello, everybody. It's BK coming to you live on Friday. Praise the Lord, it's Friday. Anybody feel like that? Like I am 44 years old and I literally have been thanking God for Friday since I was a tiny little girl. My kids do it. My hubby does it. Who doesn't love Friday? But you guys, we're here to take a little bit of our time out of our day to bring our stories to you. These, oh my goodness, 6 ladies have beautiful stories of healing and wholeness and wellness to share with us today. And let me just say, it is really, really hard when you get on live to condense your story into 2 to 3 minutes, but they are each going to try their best. Also, after this call up here in the text box, I'm going to put a little synopsis of their healing and the things that have gone on during their plexus journeys so that you can later look through and be like, oh, my mom needs to hear this. My friend needs to hear this. Oh, who needs hope? That's what we're here for. And I'm just going to be very authentic and real with you guys right here in this space and tell you that I am definitely fighting seasonal allergies right now. I've been on Plexus for 7 years. And after 1 year on the triplex and X Factor, my seasonal allergies were busted. And the last couple of days, I'm like, oh no, I think these are respiratory allergies again. So I want to tell you what I'm doing. Here's the deal. Our bodies are layers, and sometimes we have deeper healing that needs to happen during certain seasons, whether it be seasons of stress or like for us, we move to a new state where we have different pollens and stuff. So getting back on X Factor Plus, taking ease capsules. These are our anti-inflammatory capsules that are really great for like pain relief and discomfort and puffiness. But you guys, many people don't know they're great for colds and congestion. They break it all up. Great for kids too. And tonight, you know what I'm doing? I'm going up in my ProBio 5. I've been taking 2 capsules for years and years and years. And so I'm going to slowly move up to 3 and then 4 and stay there for a little bit and then back down. So maybe all that you're like, that's too much info. Just know that these products are long-term overall wellness products because they go to the root of the issue, dealing with blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health. And when you address those things, truly miracles happen. Everyone has a different timeline. Consistency is everything. And we're going to get going right now. Colleen is our first to share. I'm going to unmute her. You guys, Colleen is here in Arizona with me. And she, can I just say, I'm asking her to unmute, but it won't let me unmute her. It's like, no, she's an independent woman. She can do it. This is her first time sharing like right here on a call like this. Go, Colleen. We can't wait to hear your story, friend.
Well, I just turned 57 years old and I started Plexus exactly 1 year ago. And I spent most of my life with chronic pain and migraines and regular headaches all the time too, but horrible migraines with aura that I had so many triggers like food sensitivities and light and smells, all kinds of stuff, but a lot of food stuff. And then, as I got older, I got plantar fasciitis in my feet and I could hardly walk and it was just awful, and acid reflux. And then menopause just made everything worse. And I don't know, I just had no energy. I was exhausted. I actually, my chronic pain just turned into crippling pain. I couldn't get out of a chair. It was hard to walk across a room. Like I'd leave a restaurant and I'd stand up and I'd have to wait and then I'd be like all hunched over. It was awful. I was just like, felt like an old woman, and my feet were hurt so bad I couldn't walk my dogs anymore. Anyway, I was just desperate. And I had noticed my friend Janessa posting about Plexus all the time and drinking her pink drink when she was pregnant and nursing. And I was like, well, that's got to be good for you. It's got to be safe and healthy. And I was just like, hook me up. I got to try this. I've tried everything else. Chiropractors, massage, other supplements. I bought so many pairs of shoes for my poor feet. Why not? Money back guarantee. I'm going for it. So I did. And I saw results. For me, I saw results pretty quickly. And I was amazed. My husband was amazed. I had a couple girlfriends that were shocked and amazed. They wanted to sign up. So they did. My dad signed up. And then I got like over $400 in bonuses for that. And now I'm really enjoying the business side of it because I get to help other people feel better. And I just love the integrity of this company, and the people are amazing. This community is awesome. You guys all rock. And I just couldn't be happier. It has literally changed my life, and it was miraculous for me. Totally life changing. I'm thrilled. I just,
Jolena, we love your story, and we know you have so much to share concerning your story. So we can't wait to see you
yeah.
live on your wall sometime and share the whole thing. Also, after this call, ladies, let's make sure to come into the comments and share the products that we're on and kind of our timelines of sharing, I feel like, or of taking our products. Like, I think that would really help those watching on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Presley, another gal who we've never had on a call like this. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh, it's also asking you to unmute. Thank you, friend.
Hello. Hi. At first I was like, oh, about 3 minutes. That seems like a really long time. And now that I'm thinking of everything, I'm like, that's not long enough. So I started through Brittany, actually, and we knew each other previously through family and stuff, but in 2020, and I didn't start because of any particular ailment. I'm an RN, and I actually kept seeing Brittany post about this energy and all this stuff. And I was a night shift nurse at the time, and all I was looking for was something to help me get through night shift without feeling like a zombie. And without it being, energy drinks and everything else, so that active and everything. So originally that was why I started. And then I fell so in love with the products. Ease is still like my top one. I cannot live without it. Anyway, so that was in November 2020. But now I just had a baby in August, and postpartum, I've had more issues than I could have ever predicted. I mean, it's like I had a baby and I woke up like an 84-year-old with arthritis. I mean, my joints, I had something happening with my neck that to this day still, my x-rays were clear, everything was clear, but I mean, it would wake me up with this pain so bad I could not sleep at night. My physician gave me a muscle relaxer, Flexeril. So I was on that for a little bit and it wasn't doing anything. And I was like, I haven't ordered my Plexus products in a while, back in November again. And I was like, this is going to be a birthday present to myself. So anyway, I have a full bottle of Flexeril still that didn't do anything for me, and Ease and all the products are what helped me. I don't know how, other than obviously, that speaks to the quality of our products, but every single day I take my Ease. And actually, Allie was going to share something last night. She has a graphic of my skin. So August of 2021 to May of 2022, I was actually in a custody battle, and it was like probably one of the hardest parts of my life ever. During that time, my skin just, and hopefully in our group, I can share the pictures just to show everyone like how absolutely horrible it was. I spent $1,900 at a dermatologist trying to figure out what was going on, to find out that I'm not allergic to anything. I didn't change anything. Like telling her, I already knew all of this. Everything they prescribed didn't help me. And finally I was like, again, forget all of this. Like, I need to get back on my Plexus products. And that was actually the one thing that changed during that time, is I wasn't consistently taking them. And here we are, my face. If I could show you the before pictures, my eyelids would peel off. I had these patches. I mean, it was horrible. And another doctor told me that was actually from anxiety, from what I was going through at the time, like a hyperhistamine release kind of thing. And here we are. I've only had one little spot actually for over 8 months, and I completely think it's Plexus again that's helping me. And I actually just ordered the Joyome face stuff. I've never done anything but the collagen. And just this week, I've only used it, I guess, for 1 week. And this spot that I've had, just one problem area, is already softer and more moisturized than it has been for like almost a year. So I absolutely love the products. Ease, it really hit home with me. Like, it's one of those things you don't know what you have until you don't use it. So, when I first started taking Ease, I was like, well, I think it's helping, but I'm not sure. But then if I missed it for a couple days, that's when I was like, okay, this is how much this is helping me after a workout or just joint pain. I mean, anything. So I don't go a day without it anymore.
Oh my goodness. And remind me too, did you ever get your skin thing diagnosed? Did they figure out even what it was, or was it a mystery?
No, she said I can't say for sure because I didn't have like 3 out of 5 symptoms, but I had a couple. And so she just was going to treat it like seborrheic dermatitis. And then I was prescribed ketoconazole, which is an antifungal, and it made everything 100 times worse. I mean, so I finally was just like, forget this. I don't want any pharmaceuticals. I'm not going that route. And here we are. There was a point that I never thought my skin was going to get better. So it's been really helpful for my mental health, unbelievably so, on top of physically. So
I am so glad. Well, your skin looks beautiful. You sound amazing and lifted. And
I tried really hard to look okay today. I have a 6-month-old, a 7-month-old. I'm busy,
you're doing good.
but I did my makeup.
I know, we're getting on a Zoom doing makeup. Thank you so much for sharing. It is true that our skin really is the reflection of our gut health, and as well as our inflammation levels in our bodies. I know at the end of my 30s, all of a sudden my aging was accelerated, like on my skin, from like not a lot of wrinkles to a lot of crepey skin. And my neck, I was like, is this just because I'm 39? It was in direct correlation to the level of my gut health. And since then, yeah, I have definitely anti-aged over the last 7 years. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Presley. That was amazing.
Yeah.
First time sharing on a Zoom and killed it.
Bridget, you're muted, but I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay, so my name is Brittany. I am a mom to 3. When I got started on Plexus, I only had 2 kids at the time, and I was fortunate enough to go through my pregnancy and nursing with my youngest while being on these products, and that was an amazing, amazing experience. So any pregnant nursing mamas, 100%, you need to be on Plexus. But I started really to have extra energy was why, I had a girlfriend posting same thing on social media, watched her for probably about a year until I finally got enough courage. And I'm like, let me find out what this is all about, right? And I think I didn't, I tell people now, if I'm being honest, I didn't think I needed supplements. I thought, I was in my early mid 20s. I was like, I am fit, I am active, I am eating well, I'm totally fine. Why would I need supplements? I clearly just didn't have knowledge. And I can say that now that I had no idea about gut health. I'd heard the word, right? It was starting to be the new trending thing, gut health, but I had no idea the extent of it. And I am so thankful that I did. I was struggling with headaches, even though I thought I was fit and active and healthy and all the things, I was struggling with headaches. Every single day I was waking up with headaches. I was taking Tylenol every single day. I was drinking several cups of coffee in the mornings, several cups in the afternoons to get through that, the evening shift of motherhood. And I just thought that was normal. I thought that was, the whole quote unquote mom bee life, right? Like it's a joke, but yet it's so serious. And I was just living that life. Another thing, so for energy, my energy now, I drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning. That is it. I'm no longer drinking coffee throughout the day. No more energy drinks, stopping at the gas station, those occasional things for our family, like Gatorades used to be such a regular thing in our household. And now we have a product called Hydrate that is like an electrolyte drink. Amazing. We have replaced that completely. We don't buy Gatorades. I'm not the big powders, right, of Gatorade. We used to just make a big tub of it. It was always in our fridge. No more of that. So, the whole family, right, just getting so much more out of this. And one thing that I don't really talk about that I used to struggle with was going to the bathroom. And my issue was not the constipation side, the other end of it. And I would have to literally run to the bathroom and I never knew when I had to go. And it was, I think, more of a mental stress for me too, because, having kids, having to go to the grocery store, having, all these errands that we have to do, right? And I never knew when I would just have to go to the bathroom. And I remember getting anxiety, I guess, and, getting anxiety and thinking oh my gosh, what if I have to go in this moment? I have a baby in the stroller, in the car seat, another one on the Bajorn, whatever that looks like. And just having anxiety and worrying about when I would have to go to the bathroom. Traveling, it was always just that in my mind. But again, I did it for so many years and I thought it was normal. I thought it was me. I thought that's just how my body is. It's just everything goes straight through me. It's fine. That's not the case anymore. I'm like on a schedule in the bathroom, and it is so stinking nice. And we are actually traveling next week to travel back home to Florida. And like, that's not even a thought in my mind anymore. Like, I don't have to think like, where's the closest bathroom in this airport? You know, like that was always like, whenever I was traveling, like making sure I eyeballed where that bathroom was. And I don't have to do that anymore. So that is something I don't like typically, I guess, talk about. I always, talk about the extra energy that has helped me be a mom. And that is amazing. The Ease, again, is an amazing product that I've absolutely loved, especially, through the workouts and not being sore. But being regular in the bathroom was something I never thought could even be a thing. I didn't even think that was like an option for me. But here we are. And I will never go a day without my Plexus products. That's for sure.
How funny. And you didn't need supplementation, Brittany. You didn't need supplementation. That's out of control. I did not know that last part of your story. That is fantastic. They are saying right now, the statistic people, 70 to 75% of all American women are either dealing with constipation or loose stools now, just so much IBS. So like with Brittany, I'm sure your absorption levels were so low with stuff just going all the way through you. So how amazing.
Yes. And I will say, just off of that real quick, the absorption thing is, like I said, I was always working out. I could never gain muscle. I was always skinny. I was always just a skinny little twig. I could never gain muscle. And that was difficult for me too, because I was trying to build muscle. And I can tell you now I have. I've done like, the in-body scans, and I can see that my muscle percentage has gone up. So my body clearly is absorbing things. So that has been an amazing thing too.
Beautiful friend. You guys have to follow Brittany on social. She is so fun with her little kids, like they love to like help make her drinks, and they take the little kids vitamin. So adorable. I love them, especially the bald one. Okay. Next, Sarah Carey. We're so happy they were able to make it here today. We have never had Sarah Carey on a call either. So fun to have the newbies and the oldies together.
Yeah, I've never done really anything like this. So yeah. See, where can I start? I always was super athletic and healthy. And then after I had my second pregnancy, that's when everything went wacky. I had a really rough second pregnancy. I was just in pain all the time. And it was like, I was so tired. The extreme fatigue that I experienced was like no other. I could be doing dishes and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I have to go lay down right now. Or I'm going to fall over. And I had a newborn and a 3-year-old. What? I can't do that. And then, dizzy. I was dizzy all the time. And, I had headaches, like really bad. I felt like my head was going to explode. I could pop it. I went to like the neurologist. I've been to a rheumatologist. I've been to the ear, nose, and throat doctor, chiropractors. I've had brain scans. I've had blood tests. I've had nerve tests. Nothing. They found nothing. But I'm like, I don't feel like normal. Like there's something obviously going on. And they put me on Cymbalta for extreme, my fatigue. It was a low dose. That made it worse. It was worse. Totally worse. And then let's see, what else did they? Oh, I went on birth control because they thought that I had endometriosis. So that was rough, because then I ended up having 2 times as many menstrual cycles as I did before I was on birth control. And it was so excruciating that sometimes I couldn't walk because it hurt so bad. And then also whenever I would have to go to the bathroom when I was on my period, I would almost pass out because it hurt. It was like I was in labor all over again. And I had to lay on the bathroom floor and try to not pass out. It was awful. And I did that for probably 2 years before my cousin finally posted, hey, I'm looking for 3 friends to join me. And I thought, I am totally just going to try it because I obviously have nothing to lose at all. And I did. And I cold turkey quit Cymbalta, and I should not have done that. Don't recommend that. But I just wanted to be done with it. I was so tired taking that stuff. And I did. I just quit it, started Plexus, and my first month was rough. I detoxed hardcore, like bad. Almost felt worse than when I started. But once I got past that, I felt amazing. 3 months in, I'm like, yes, I can tackle anything. I have not taken anything for a headache but Ease since I started. And I haven't had a headache at all. It's really weird to me to not have a headache. And I'm totally regular on my cycles now. My hormones are balancing out. And it's nice. I'm sleeping. It's been It's been crazy. And so my mom and my dad and my grandparents and my husband and my mother-in-law, they're all on the products now. So yeah, it's been wonderful. I I can't say enough. I talk to everybody about it. It's like, hey, you're dehydrated. You totally need to hydrate, or you need some ease to bring down your inflammation. I can't quit talking about it. It's pretty cool stuff. So
I love it. I love your story. I've never heard your entire story, and that blessed me. And I actually have two people in mind that I'm like, they need to hear Sarah Carey's story today. Anybody else who like that? You're like, I know people like that. Thank you for sharing. Amazing, amazing job. So fun to have you. You are contagious. Oh my goodness. Her stories, they crack me up. Like Sarah will get on there and be like, why wouldn't you try this, people? Because she has definitely had a life change. So that made me tear up. Thanks so much for sharing with us today. Okay, Rachel, you're up, mama. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't get unmuted. Sarah, I love your story too. And I was inside, I feel the same as you. I literally spent my whole life on ibuprofen with headaches and super fatigued. And that just got worse as I got older, but I totally hear you on that. So, and I'm the same way too. I just spontaneously tell everyone I know about it because it's just amazing. I just can't help it. I've been on Plexus now for almost 3 years. And it's hard for me to condense also all the things it's done for me and also my family, but I'll try. Same things like migraines, headaches, since I was in high school. I also had brain scans, and repeatedly throughout the years, like what's wrong with me, I would have, I would go to the dentist, the chiropractor, whatever they could do to help me. I was having cluster migraines that got worse as I got older, and having a lot of like menopause, premenopause issues. Things started really going downhill, like probably when I was around 40, 41, and having worse, just everything. And I was like the healthiest sick person you might know. People maybe wouldn't know I wasn't feeling good, but I wasn't. And I was exhausted, and I was not sleeping, and I would sleep. I shouldn't say that. I was sleeping, but I was sleeping all the time, but I wasn't resting. I wasn't feeling restful. I was exhausted all day. If I had to go somewhere at night, I had to make sure to take a nap before we left. I would take the kids to school. I'd come back and take a nap. Like it was just constantly tired. And I was supplementing, doing all kinds of things. Again, as I was kind of nearing like 41, I was having adrenal fatigue, thyroid issues. I was starting to lose my hair, the insomnia. Like I was starting to have heart issues. That was one of my main issues was every month on my cycle, I thought I was having a heart attack. I had shortness of breath, beating heart, just all these issues. And I would go into my doctor, like, I'm having a heart attack, like something's wrong with me. And I had every test multiple times, carotid artery tests. I had thrombosis tests. I had EKGs, and she's like, this is just a part of menopause. There's nothing you can do. This is just the way it is. And I was like, I can't feel this way. So I had tried tons of things. I was eating perfectly clean, getting rid of all the inflammation in my body. I was taking supplements, but still feeling like crap. And when my friend Kim mentioned Plexus, I was like, count me in. I'd tried all kinds of things. And it literally changed everything. Within a month and a half, I was noticing my energy, my sleep. I was able to lose weight finally because I had been stuck. And just from then on, things just continued to get better and better and better. And also allergies. I used to take allergy drops. I was taking specific, I was actually seeing an allergist. And I was also doing just seasonal stuff, and I'm not doing anything anymore. I have had only one migraine in 3 years, and all of my all my PMS stuff is gone. I mean, it's literally been, it's life-changing for me too. And like I said, I wasn't like a super sick person with a disease, but I sure know that I wanted my days to be better. And now I'm rested, and I multiple times a month, I still tell myself, like, I feel so awake. I still can't get over how awake I feel. And I'm not, now I couldn't find ibuprofen if you paid me to. I'd be like, I don't even think I have it in my house anymore. Like, where is it? So, I mean, so many wonderful changes, and not even to mention what it's done for my kids or my husband. And it's been also just the people, the community of Plexus has been an answer to prayer for me, and my own personal growth, my own friendships, my own It's just an amazing group of people to work with. And it's God brought this to me for physical, emotional, and even spiritual growth at the time that I needed it. So I love it. And I've grabbed everyone I know I'm like, everybody needs this. And I'm kind of a spaz. I'm definitely that crazy plexus lady that is like, you need that, but it's true. And so, yeah, I love it. The first people I signed up, I ran right to my mom and my twin sister and my other best friend. And then I think my first paycheck was $375. And so that was pretty cool. And I'm not in it. Like, I wasn't doing it for that purpose, but it was sure a fun, nice little bonus to get my products paid for. And especially when the 5 of us in our family are taking them. And it's such a blessing. I love it. If anyone's on the fence, I'm here to tell you, jump over it, because I'm so glad I did.
I love you, Rachel. It's so fun to have you on our team. We can't wait to see you in Nashville. Can't wait to see
Me
you.
too. I'm excited.
I cannot imagine that other version of yourself at all.
Mhm.
I really cannot. And I think it's hilarious too, that now you aren't napping. You're like, instead you're like on the phone and talking to everybody about why you're not napping.
Yes.
So beautiful, friend. Okay, we have one more to go here. Christine Lowe.
All right. So my name is Christine, and I just recently turned 49. And I was told my entire life that the experiences like you, Rachel, being tired were just normal. Constipation was normal. And that I had to change my diet. Changing my diet did not work. But for 18 years being married to my husband, he knew me to be exhausted all the time. And my sweet mother-in-law would always say it's not normal. And I said, this is my normal. And it really kind of hurt my feelings. Like, this is me. It's normal. But similar to Brittany, I didn't need supplements because I was normal. And I was actually researching plexus from 2016 to 2018 for my mom, who was dealing with oh my goodness, I have to go to the bathroom now. And I'm like, Mom, I think these would be great for you. I see all these great testimonies. These women are talking about gut health and how it's helped them. And she's like, no, I'm tired of taking pills. But I'm like, Mom, you're taking all these medications. Like, have you looked at the side effects for all your migraines? It says it may cause migraines. And she's like, it does? I'm like, yes. And so through learning more from a friend of mine who started in March of 2018, I'm like, oh, this person I actually know personally, I'm going to follow her. And so my sweet friend Allison kept sharing with me, Christine, I think you need these. I'm like, I don't need these, Allison. I'm fine because I'm normal. And I should also say I'm a mom of twins, and I raised 4 children on exhaustion, coffee all the time. My husband would be on the couch by himself by 7:30 at night, and I'd be in bed, sleeping all the time, thinking that I was going to get a good night's rest if I could just get a few more hours. Mm-hmm. That restful sleep has never come until now, because I started addressing things that were actually causing me not to sleep. I used to have horrible ovulation pain. I don't even have a uterus anymore, and I was having ovulation pain, and it was just so bad. But between the chronic fatigue and the constipation, I was exhausted of just not feeling good. And I thought that was just my lot in life. I was just going to continue to be 80 and 90 years old, sleeping my life away and watching everybody else do life while I couldn't do it. I would fall asleep in the car because I couldn't stay awake on family vacations. So fast forward 2018, I tore my ACL. I needed something that was not going to be medicine to help me not be functional, because they told me, oh, you'll never get full function in your leg again. Do not tell me I will not be able to do something, because I will prove to you I can. So in November of 2018, I started on the Plexus products. I started on the Triplex because I did not want to have scar tissue built up. I didn't want to have these problems anymore. And I can say fast forward 4 years, looking at my list, I can get up at 6:30 in the morning and I'm up till 10:30 at night and I feel great. I can function homeschooling my children. I can take them to the soccer and track practice. I can do the things I couldn't do before. And this is my normal of the way I used to be. Something switched. And so I also used to get horrible canker sores in my mouth for that time of the month. And they wouldn't just stay canker sores. They turned into ulcers that were like the size of the end of my pen. And they would hurt, and then my glands would swell up. I have not had a single one of those since balancing out my body. It has been so good. And my libido, yeah, that used to be nothing. I was like, oh, it was such a chore. I'm sorry to be so personal, but I love my husband. Now it's just like, oh, yeah, okay, let's do so. But bloating and all the wonderful things. But the one other thing that's great is I'm going through menopause and I do not have any of those side effects, and I'm not on any medicine. And with having a dead thyroid, my doctor's like, whatever you're doing, keep it up. My endocrinologist is like, keep this up. And he and I have great conversations. So my favorite is the triplex and the ease, because it really addresses everything that my body needs. It needs balance, and I need to go after the built up proteins so that I can continue having function. And I will say real fast, I went without ease for a little bit, and I noticed that my neck was getting very, very stiff. And I thought, what is going on? So I got my order again. I started taking it, and I realized an injury I had from when I was 17. I was hit by a drunk driver, and he hit me sideways and my neck went that way. And it was very, very, something they told me I would have problems with later. And I'll tell you what, when I went without my ease, I'm like, what is going on? Put it back in, and it clicked. So that just actually clicked when somebody was just sharing. I'm like, oh, yeah, cannot go without my ease, because it's keeping my inflammation in my body down. And I pray that this call blesses all of you and you think, yeah, you know what, I'm going to try it. Because my husband told me, what do I have to lose by trying? I had everything to lose by not trying. So, mwah.
That was beautiful. That is a way to end it. It cracks me up that nearly all of us had to bring up ease. And you guys, that is a part of the Fab Four. Triplex plus ease. If you can start on those, it is the way to go. Also, we are in March and we're ending the month today. And our company came out with a special. It's $1 to join as a VIP customer today only. So maybe you've already joined and you're watching and you're like, I do have a couple friends that could really use a good deal and jump on this app. Tell them we're here to help. Have a wonderful day, wonderful Friday, and keep up the great work. And don't forget to take your extra ease. Bye, friends. Thank you so much. Great job, everybody.